Good morning. Today is gonna be a beautiful day. Now don't you let nobody upset you today. When you go outside today, you make them eat it. Seriously. And don't forget to move those hips. Prada, please. Gucci, please. Y'all must be some wannabes. Stack your G's, grab your keys. Stop lying on IG. Talking tough, gangster rough. Y'all boys ain't even bad enough. 80s made me, 90 raised me, and I'm yelling to my ladies. Right here. Good morning, bitch. Yes, and welcome to the morning tea with Lonnie Bee. Yes. So we are up in here today, and it's a different kind of show. Yes, the fuck it is. It's a different kind of show today. First of all, the reason why it's different, Tony, okay, is because Ron isn't here. So that makes it even better show. Shit, yeah. Okay, yes. So I have some special guests here in the building. Actually, I have two special guests here in the building alongside me and Tony T. But I'm going to introduce them, so I'm going to get that out the way first, and we're going to get into the good shit. Okay? I have next to me is Cam Yonsei.
Hey, y'all.
Yes. Now, let me tell y'all who Cam Yonsei is. Now, Cam Yonsei was on the show. What is it called? Catfish?
Catfish Trolls.
Catfish Trolls. Okay, yeah, with Charlamagne.
Yes.
And what's the other guy name?
Raymond.
Yeah, Raymond. Charlamagne and Raymond. And when do it come on with...
Tuesday nights, and if you missed it, it is on your local on demands, and it's on MTV, and we will be premiering in the UK tomorrow.
Yeah, so it's on MTV.
Yes.
Okay, so MTV, for those of you that have cable, and if you don't have cable, what about YouTube? Is it there?
It's not on YouTube, but if you don't got cable, try our website on your phone.
Okay, yeah. All right, so yeah, so he was on this show, and it was a whole bunch of shit that went on, and we're going to get into that. Okay, we have my co-host here today. Yes, of course, Tony T.
What it goddamn do? Good morning.
Yes, and he didn't come in here smelling like the earth today, bitch. Yes. So Tony T is in the building, and next to Tony T, we have Mike D'Angelo.
Brody.
Yeah, chasing dreams on
Now,
fire.
let me tell y'all something about Mike. Mike, yes, this is the Mike nigga, okay? That walked from D.C. to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yes, with a backpack.
Yeah, damn straight.
With a fucking backpack from D.C. to Philadelphia. Now, tell everybody, why did you do that walk?
My niece, rest in peace to Micaiah Wilson, the daughter of Michael Wilson, and my sister Donetta. She was brutally hit by a stray bullet a couple weeks ago in Clay Terrace. I walked from where she was murdered to where a good brother of mine, Lord Jig, who was just murdered as well, shot twice in the head in Philadelphia. So I walked from where she was murdered to where he was murdered.
So basically, it was a walk to stop the violence.
Walk for peace, love, equality, stop the violence. Let's build each other. Let's meet people. Let's just put it all on the line, get to a better place. A peace. I'm in search of a better tomorrow for us all as a whole. So that's how I move accordingly. That's how I've been moving.
Yeah, so y'all see what the fuck type of show is on today?
Yeah.
We got reality TV and real shit in the streets. That's the type of show this is today. So we're going to get into that. But before we get into that, Tony, what did you do this past weekend?
Man, I traveled and fished.
You fish?
Yeah, I love that shit, man.
I know. We know you
That's
like to
my
fish,
life,
Tony,
man.
and smoke your drugs.
Yeah.
Did you catch anything?
No.
Did you throw anything back in the water that you caught before?
Nah, it ain't one shit biting, though, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's a part of fishing, though. Sometimes you catch it, sometimes you don't.
And that's all you did was just fish?
Yeah, you know I play, so I'm on a gig this weekend, and that was about it.
Right. So for those of you that don't know, Ron is still on vacation. He went to Cancun.
Sweet.
Oh,
Yes,
congratulations,
hopefully he
Ron.
stay. I hope he stayed. Okay, but he's in Cancun, yes. Okay, and I was on vacation too. I went to Miami, just the up the street vacation. That ain't nothing.
Yeah.
That's up the street. Okay, that's like going from one end of the block to the next.
Yeah.
But I went to I went to Miami to celebrate my anniversary. Did you?
You was
see?
flying and shit,
Yeah,
Bob.
I
Yeah, I
was on
seen
that
you, bro.
Purcell shit. I was up in the air.
The video was funny as shit. I can fly. This nigga was singing.
Up in the air. Yes, we was on boats and shit, jumping waves. To that bitch said it was sharks in there. I said, take me the fuck back. Yeah, but other than that, it was nice. So I had a nice time, and now I'm here, and now it's back to the morning tea. Okay, so let's start with you, Cam. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump like playing hopscotch.
Straight up.
So let's start with you, Cam. So how did you get on that show, Catfish Trolls? And why the fuck do they call it trolls?
Okay, so
Is you the troll?
You gonna gas on this?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the show Catfish Trolls is different from the show Catfish. Catfish is about people who date people and don't know. I don't know how you can date somebody and they can't FaceTime you. As soon as you can't FaceTime me, it's over.
Straight up.
Like
Straight up.
done.
Yeah.
Like
Straight
I
up.
don't know how you can deal with that.
Yeah.
So the shows is different. So basically, Catfish Trolls is about confronting your internet hater. So somebody just sitting there constantly just saying stuff to you, and you just like, dang, I can never see you, but if I ever get the opportunity, I will definitely do it.
Right.
So when the show came about, like at that time on Twitter, I had 40,000 followers. So of course they was DMing me, but I was never responding because I always thought somebody was playing in my DMs.
Straight up.
Oh, the show.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they will write you from pages that's not public pages. Like they don't write you from their real page. They'll
Right.
make a page,
Right.
then write you and say contact them. But of course you would be like, oh, they don't have no followers, so I automatically thought it was fake. So they end up sending the boy who I'm on the show with to hit me up. So I'm like, what kind of bullshit you on? Like,
Yeah.
I had to write him back something smart because I thought he was just genuinely
Playing in
just
your
still
DMs.
playing with me.
Yeah.
So he was like, call this number. I don't know what they want you for, but call them. So I'm like, what? So someone was like, don't call him. My sister said, no, let's call him. Because if it's one of his little friends, we just going to go around the way.
Right.
So I'm like, okay. So I called, and it was really a lady on the phone. She was like, hi, I'm from MTV. And I'm like, girl, Skype, FaceTime,
Yeah.
what can you do so I know that you're real?
Yeah.
So she was like, let's Skype. So I got on Skype. And basically, like, he wrote in the show, it was me. He wrote in for me and Glizzy, the girl that was on Bad Girls Club that's from here, the other girl that was seen on the show named Gina. He wrote in that it was all four of us. I think it was one more person, so I think it was 5 of us. He wrote in for all 5 of us saying that we were a group hating on him. A whole team bashing him. So, of course, before you get on TV, they do their own research. What he failed to realize, he just thought they was like, okay, I read your good email, and we going to jump in because you're in a wheelchair. But they was like, nah, I got to be a little more to this. So the lady did her investigation. So about 2 days later, she ended up calling me on the phone. She was like, I'm not going to lie to you. And I still got the videos in my phone because I record every conversation I ever had with a producer.
Right.
All the ways. So she was like, I'm not going to lie to you. We was going to make you the troll because that's the email that we got.
Right.
But from our research, what is going on with this topic, and that topic? Right. So I'm like, oh yeah, like, so he was basically trying to throw me and get me to the wolves on TV. Thought TV was just going to end me. So I'm like, okay, so now you bothering me on the Twitter. Now you want to bother me on TV. So cool. So I'm like, I'm not going to do it because everybody else was not doing it.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm not doing it either. So then the lady, of course, she talked some figures, and I was like, I'm all down for it. If I can confront my hater and collect the check, you got me messed up. I'm
Oh,
sure
so they
enough gonna
paid
do
you
it.
to be on the show?
Yeah.
How much?
A
You don't have-
figure.
A figure, okay.
About 4 figures.
Okay, about
It was
4
good.
figures. Okay, yeah.
It was good enough for me because I
Right.
was just out of high school.
Right.
And I was like, my parents was like, you're cut off.
Right.
So,
Right.
like, you need to figure out what you're going to do. So I was
Right.
like, quick money.
So did you really do it for the money, or did you do it to confront your troll?
Okay, so when I first agreed upon it, I was like, I'm doing it for the money because I already knew what type of person he was.
Right.
I was like, it's 3 years. We live in the same city. I never ran into you. I'm always out. I post every move I make. I just never see you or your friends.
Right.
So it's like, we don't stand in the same room. So when would I ever see you? So I'm like, do I want to make a check and confront him? So I was all for the check. And then once I got to the show, of course, they like trying to talk to you. They'll be like, it's not all about that. Like, we need to solve the issue. Like, this is what our show is for. So I was like, okay, let me put my pride aside and really try to figure out what's your genuine issue with me?
So the purpose of the show to get on there and solve the issues that you have with a person that's trolling you on social media.
Yeah.
So was the issue solved?
Hell no.
I know, because I did see, now we're going to jump back and forth. I did see that you was on there going off on him, and you threw water on this guy that was in a wheelchair.
I threw Fiji, so it kept his skin cute.
You threw water on this guy that was in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
and for some people, that can come off as bullying, and for some people, those type of shows can really make your image and character look very bad.
And that's how I was when the trailer first came out. Like, people were mad at me. Like, even my family was like, because I didn't tell them I did the show. Did you feel bad for throwing water on him? I felt bad probably once I got home. But where I feel bad about is that he took me to that place. I would do it all over again. I would do it all over again if I could, but with a jug this time.
So they wasn't successful in actually getting you guys to, come to a common agreement. So do you feel like it was a waste of time for even going on the show, or you just like, fuck that shit, I got my money?
I feel like it was a win-win for me.
Okay.
Either way, like, because at the end of the day, I still had a whole show to me. Like, you didn't see him to the last 10 minutes of the show. So it was time for people to know who I am. Regardless of that situation, I still had followers, and I still had other haters, but they was not as bad as him. So it was like, it's a chance for people to know where I come from and my story and what do I grind for. Because a lot of people will hate on you without knowing what the hell you grind for.
But you know, the fucked up thing about it is people didn't really get into your story. They was more focusing on you throwing water on the guy in a wheelchair.
And I had to
So do you feel like it was just a waste?
When it first hit the Shade Room and stuff, that's when everybody, like, pretty much in the urban world knew about it.
Right.
Once it hit Shade Room, it went to Media Takeout. Once it went to Media Takeout, it went to Industry Unlocked. Then it went to, like, every radio website. Like, every radio. Like, even 104.1 had it. Like, I said, a gospel praise website got this video up.
So do you feel like that all these bloggers and that incident and, you two having this beef, it feuded, it didn't diffuse it?
No, I don't think it was nothing that anybody else did. I wouldn't blame nobody else for his action, because at the end of the day, you're a grown-ass man.
Right. But regardless, I'm talking about not for what he did, but instigating the situation.
Oh, no.
Bringing more light and making y'all hate each other more.
Me, like, at first, it bothered me when the clip first came out of me throwing water, because everybody was like, why would you do that? He's in a wheelchair, da-da-da-da-da. Then I was like, watch the show, and I had to make a whole post to explain why I got to that point. So once everybody watched the show and read my passage, they was like, I would have did more than throw water. So it was more people understanding once they got into the show. If you just see the clip, you like, dang, he in a wheelchair. But if you watch the show, you like, oh, no, I would have had to piece him up, because even before I was sitting there trying to get an apology, and I sat there, when he rolled up, it was just negative energy. Then when he sat there,
he called you basic bitch.
He called me basic bitch one, basic bitch two.
Talk about Charlamagne.
Yeah, and I was just like, huh? But you don't like me because you say I'm stuck up, and you say I'm bougie, and you say I live this and I got this, and like you tell me everything I have.
So let me ask you this: do you think it could have went another way if y'all wasn't on camera?
Hell no. I think it would have went worse.
Okay.
If it was like a city meetup, it would have went worse.
You would have flipped his ass out there.
It would have been family versus family, friends versus friends. It would have went bad, because that's how bad his attacking was. Because not only was he talking about my dead father, he posted that I had AIDS.
Oh,
right.
So that's just
my
hello
question
crazy.
to you is, why would you want? You gotta take the gum out because it's gonna pick up. Why would you want to confront somebody like that? Like, I wouldn't even want to have a conversation with this man. You know what I'm saying? Because of the level of hatred that he had for me when I don't even know him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't know each other, do y'all?
But no, not at all.
So this
that was my first time meeting him.
Came off of social media.
Yeah.
So my thing is, why even want to go on there to even confront this man who knows shit about you?
Right, and a lot of people ask me that, why did I go? And I feel like that's where my sympathy part played into it. Because I was like, you're in a wheelchair, and then I don't know you, but yeah, you have like a strong issue with me. So I really thought it was something I did, but I just didn't remember. Because I'm not gonna lie, I clap back all the time.
Right.
So I didn't know if I clapped back at him before a long time ago, or did I used to go to school with him and I just don't remember him.
Right.
Like I really was trying to figure it out because it was 3 years, like 3 whole years of tweets and going back
But
and
you know,
forth
sometimes
and-
people do, and I'm not saying him because I personally don't know him, but sometimes people attack you for social climbing.
Yeah.
Or clout.
And that's
you
why I
know what
figured
I'm
Or they
saying?
really wanted to tap into you and be a friend and just needed your attention.
Yeah.
They just don't have.
But
the
that's
way
a
to
weird
give
way
it.
of trying to be somebody's friend.
Yeah,
you
you-
know,
some
say
people hate-
somebody daddy,
Some
that's why
people
your
hate
father
on
died and
motherfuckers
you got
for the
AIDS.
same reason. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a motherfucker won't listen to a motherfucker that they know rock with something because of they don't
Right.
really
Yeah, and
know
that-
how to tap into that person.
And that seemed to be
Mhm.
his thing, like with a lot of people in DC. Like, if you're winning, he has a problem with it. Like, he feels like
That's a form of
you
hatred
don't
with
deserve
himself.
it. Yeah.
With himself though.
And
Some
one-
form
That
of
ain't even
himself.
a
And
form,
once
that's
he
just
like
hatred.
expressed
Yeah,
so
that's
much,
hatred. Yeah.
like once he's expressed so much, like, cause mind y'all on the show, I didn't really sit down and hear anything he had to say about his story.
Right.
Like I didn't see all of that until y'all seen that.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, like you sat there and you was crying and saying you wanted to apologize and you really felt bad. But soon as I go back over there, it was like action, turn up, like make you the ass of the joke, but you end up making yourself the ass
Right.
of the joke.
Which was
Right.
probably the show whole motive.
Well, yeah, it just seemed like I don't understand like how that show can be any good to
Yeah, 'cause
helping
they ain't do
somebody
shit.
resolve
It sounded
it.
like they just brought some people on there to let them finally meet from
Yeah,
talking shit online.
for ratings.
But what is
everything
so-
seemed
but-
like it's just for ratings.
But what's so funny, if you watch the first one and the last one that premiered in America, like they're going to show the same 3 in all the other continents. But I'm just saying, if you seen the first one and the last one, because we were the second episode, if you see the other 2, they were like so productive. Like those people really wanted to like squash it. Like they sat there, they got what they wanted to say off their chest, but it was still not disrespectful where you can be like, all right, now I gotta go to
Yeah.
point A to point B.
and
with
these
the
are
person.
other shows that you're not a part
Yeah,
of.
they,
right.
these were the other, like each show has 2 people. So you have
Right.
the catfisher and then you have the person that's confronting them.
Right.
So each episode had 2 different sets of people.
Right.
So everybody else seemed to be productive and got their answers and got everything out the way, but we was just the only ones that seemed to be stuck to where
That's
it
what
is,
I'm saying.
and
Do
that's
you
how
think
it
it
is
was
today.
their motives
still.
though, like
Yeah.
to show you as that type of guy?
Yeah.
They wanted to perceive you as a certain image.
Exactly.
Okay, we'll come back to him some more. Yes, now we're going to go over here to Mike D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how we're going to do this today. So Mike D'Angelo, like I told you guys before, he walked from D.C. to Philadelphia for peace, love, stop the violence, and everything.
Yeah.
Now, my question to you,
Yeah.
what made you get up in the morning and say, I'm about to walk? I mean, you walk further than C.C. Pennison. Like, what made you
Lottie,
say,
you
I
crazy.
am about to walk
Um,
to D.C., not up the street,
Yeah.
not to the curry out of the monument, but to
Yeah.
Philadelphia?
man, I can't even tell you. All I can remember is that I was on a roller coaster of emotions,
Mm-hmm.
and what I've been doing is being that, I got this situation with Cash Money Records, and I'm
Right.
a recording artist. I understand now that people, especially the youth, my son, you
Right.
feel me, like look at me to deal with certain things a certain way, or they're
Right.
following my footsteps. You understand what I'm saying? So, as I'm on this emotional roller coaster, being angry and think about Makai and just thinking about a lot of things, I remember my grandmother said, like, whenever your emotions get the best of you and you mad, turn the opposite way
Okay.
and just walk.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just my way of just saying, let me keep myself active and busy and stand for a cause to get me away from what I can potentially do to affect not only myself, my family, but the people that genuinely love me and support me. You feel what I'm saying? I just wanted to make something that lasts forever, that people can always grasp onto, be captivated by, and it's imperative to our culture and to the next generation. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I did it. I'm not an expert at it. I never done it before. I just, it's a higher being. I go to God in situations like that, and that's what He told me to do. I did it. Mission accomplished.
Okay, so what did you accomplish out of doing that walk from D.C. to Philly?
It was a lot of people from my own city, of my own skin color, of my origin, that told me that it was impossible. And I wanted to tell them that if you put a little air between the word, it really says
So basically,
I'm
they was
possible.
trying to encourage you not to do it.
Yeah, don't do it. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
the reasons why a lot of people said it was, and this is a shame. We should be ashamed of ourselves to say that we can't do it this way. Is because the labor. They got outside of what the cause was for. Mm-hmm. They got up, man, that's too far walking. I mean, if you stay up in your city all day and you moving around, you're going to walk and move around more than 2 hours within your day. Mm-hmm. So if I take my time and say, okay, I want to see, what I wanted to see is that in-between part.
Right.
That in-between part of running into total strangers and throwing nothing but love on them with my skin color, and the actions was right there in front of people's faces, from the news to the shade room to all these things. The people got love from it. They saw unity and love. A person of my skin color, it was a beautiful queen named Amy Jones, pulled her car over and saw me and my brother walking on the highway.
Yep.
And I got tattoos and all on my face. I'm sweating. I'm black. Got my tank top on. She stopped her car and gave me a ride. But I saw so many other people just pass us by. Not that we was looking for a ride, but it was more so, love is in us all. Right. It doesn't matter if you're straight, gay, white, black, Asian, Chinese. Don't matter who you are. If you got genuine love in your heart and you spread it like a germ, people gonna inhale and exhale that. If you're giving out negativity, people gonna inhale and exhale that back. And we do that. Us as a black culture, we do that within our actions. Somebody might come in a room and be so threatened by your energy without you even saying a word yet. Right. They be like, man, well, why everybody is adapting to him? And the first thing they do.
Can we please shut these doors? That door is getting on my nerves. I'm sorry, Mom.
No, it's okay. I
just thought somebody would have shut it. Go ahead.
No, the first thing they do is they won't look you in your eyes, Lonnie.
Right.
They'll look you straight down from your feet all the way up in the mugging negative energy to scope you out.
Right.
And when you sit there and compromise who you are and give a negativity back, you gave them too much power.
That's right.
You give them that same.
That.
You give them that same smile. Mm-hmm. You give them that same energy, and what that does is they got to self-reflect. They self-reflect within themselves and understand, man, I'm the fucked up one. Yeah. I just now embarrassed myself. You feel
and
me?
That's what I feel like you gave him too much energy.
Yeah.
Then when you went on
that's
that
what
show,
I wanted to say. To you. That's what I
feel like you
you
gave him too much energy by even going on that show. It's no way that I would sit, you know what I'm saying, with someone that feels so much hatred towards me that I don't even know. It's giving them too much power.
They had so much negativity.
You try giving them a second chance. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, they did tell him that the person was genuinely wanting to apologize.
And
you're
human.
Are sincere, they don't need the audience to be sincere.
Yeah,
like we don't gotta do that on TV.
I feel like if the opportunity came to me now with the age, how old I am now, because I was 18, 18, 19 when I did the show. I'm 21 now.
Right. Okay.
So if they would have came to me now, the mindset I am in now,
it
would have been absolutely no.
So it's a learning experience.
Yeah,
for you.
it was basically a learning, but I also wouldn't say I wouldn't do it again. You feel me? Because the opportunity that came out of it. Like, it's some people that heard my story that respect my story and really took the time to listen and to come to my page to find out who I really am as a person. So those people I respect. If you just watching for the likes and the laughs and without the message, then it's like you defeated the purpose of what I wanted, and
they gonna watch you now. The angle that they was watching you from, they was saying that, hey, when you was talking about it, that situation from the jump, from the people that reached out to you, it was a messy situation. It's no different than somebody in the midst of a circle that's a mutual person that could call your phone up telling you what this person said or did. They investigated and they keep feeding you. So they already put you in a position for negativity to strike. Now, being that you're human, you're not wrong for how you presented yourself within that situation. But what you could do better is now show them how much progression you made from that. Because what the thing is, none of us right here can sit there and say that if certain nerves not pinched, like if you mess with my family and you come into my personal space when you already giving me so much negativity, I can't allow you to get that close to me.
Right.
Like the closer that you get to me, you're going to see different shades of Mike D'Angelo. Yeah. You feel me? Now, if you from a distance walking away or saying it over the internet and stuff like that, I'm going to give you your space to do what you need to do. Long as you don't incorporate my family and incorporate my personal comfort zone. When they let that person around you and y'all met, it's a total different encounter than it was on the internet, because now it's like I'm getting this right in front of you.
Yeah, I want to fuck
you. Hurt
bitch
like
up.
I respond different when I'm hurt and then when I'm mad. If I'm mad, I'm gonna go into a turtle shell and I'm gonna try to get away. But if you hurt me, I'm trying to hurt you back. You feel me? And that person didn't make you mad. They hurt you. You know, like when they talked about your dead father, that had to hurt you.
Yeah.
You hurt me. I got to give you some type of pain back. And it could have went worse if it wasn't no cameras. So I salute you on making progression from that because it could have went worse. You feel
Yeah,
me?
that's
Straight
right.
up.
You did. That's
Straight
why I
up.
salute you too. And don't you go back. I don't care.
Straight up.
So anyway,
that money.
but what I want, he wanted that money.
Yeah,
he
and that's
wanted
what
that
they
money.
knew.
They
They
flashed
knew
that
that.
money.
They
He
knew
was
that.
18. He was like, "Oh, I'm going to the club."
They knew that.
Right.
He was like, "I'm going to the club and shake my ass.
That's
I'm
what
going
they
to the
knew.
mall."
Like,
Right.
that
I bought a
motherfucker
new
sell
car.
they, that
I
motherfucker
bought
sell
me a
their
brand
stories
new
and their
car.
lives for the
Yeah.
money, man.
Yeah.
They need to
So
come on.
Mike, so this is what I wanted to ask you. Did
Yeah.
you do that walk out of anger?
It was powered off of anger at first. I'm not gonna lie to you, Lonnie.
Yeah, I know
It
you.
was
'Cause I was about to
it
say,
was-
stop stuttering. Go
Nah,
ahead.
it was powered off of anger. But once I had to talk with my son, I had a real imperative important talk with my son because this is an important moment in me and his
How
life
old is
right
your
now.
son?
He's 9. D'Angelo,
Okay.
everybody know him as Bam Bam.
Okay.
We had a talk, and the talk went just like this. Daddy's not going to be able. We had something planned,
Right.
and I said, Daddy not going to be able to do that with you. He was upset with me. I said, I got to respond to how I feel right now and what God telling me to do. And we had a conversation about, God and et cetera, and just standing for something and a legacy that I want to leave behind for him, how to stand in certain situations that he's going to endure long after I'm gone. You understand what I'm saying? Once I got to understanding of getting to the place where Micaiah was killed, I saw the community come out, and they were counting on me. They started signing my shirt. I knew right then in that moment, it's bigger than my anger. It's bigger than me.
Right.
It's bigger than Micaiah.
Why was the community counting on you, and not the police, and but you?
How many times the police is supposed to protect and serve?
Right.
They just serve.
They only showed the part of us getting served warrants, served handcuffs, served bullets, served negative energy.
Right.
It's a lot of cops that I know personally, that are beautiful, stand up,
Me
protecting,
too.
serving
Me
cops.
too.
So I'd never be off of, fuck the police as a whole.
Right.
I say, get your mind right, get your spirit right if you got that badge on and you're a human and you're doing wrong.
Right.
You're leading. You're supposed to be in a protect and serving mind state, but most of the time we only get the serving. We don't glorify and we don't see the videos of the good cops. But it'll go viral when a bad cop do something. So the balance is off. That's why I wore the new balance. It's certain things that I talked about on my live feed. I'm having conversations with total strangers why I wore new balance. I wanted to bring a new balance to the world, a new structure, just kind of fix things because we too comfortable right now, Lonnie.
Right.
We too comfortable, and we need to address these uncomfortable issues. We need to get uncomfortable to get comfortable.
That's
and
true.
New Balances is the last pair of shoes that Micaiah wore. She had on a pair of New Balances when she was murdered. You understand what I'm saying? So I understood. At first, I didn't understand how much danger I was putting my life in doing this because I got death threats. I got people that want to kill me right now just for standing up for a better tomorrow, not for what only happened to my niece, but it's a bunch of kids that I done showcases for and gave
before
them
that.
money. Yeah,
Before
I've been
that.
doing this since I was a youngin'. People just now getting it. People just now, they saw the music. They saw me signing my deal with Cash Money. They saw me on the West Coast. They saw me doing all these things, but they never shared the light on the philanthropy work I did. I'm doing
Before that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
this shit
doing
been
my
going on.
I'm doing my concerts, and I have the family of the child that was murdered come
So
directly
what
to my
actually
concert.
do you do?
I'm Mike D'Angelo.
Okay.
I go with my heart in situations.
You
I
just an
stand.
artist.
Yeah, I produce, I write, I done mix and I mastered. I signed a
So
recording deal.
your
Like so many
investment,
things.
majority of your investment is into music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, most of it is in music, but my music is the soundtrack of my life.
Right.
It's the soundtrack of our life. I never stray away from what the bigger vision is for me. That's why the process for me took longer than the average person because I couldn't talk about the foreign cars and a lot of money because I didn't know how that felt.
Right.
I didn't experience that. As life progressed, I got to that. But my true supporter soul, man, I saw him go from here, come home, to get all the way right here and then cheat the process and still made sure his surroundings felt a little bit of those blessings. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying?
So let's go back to something that you just said that was interesting. And this is why I feel like a lot of people don't step up and do what it is that you're doing.
Yeah.
You said you got death threats.
Yeah.
For trying to do what's right.
Yeah.
Not trying to do what's wrong, but trying to do what's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right ain't appraised.
Yeah. And
Only
that's
wrong
why
is.
a lot of people don't step up because they're afraid of, you know what I'm saying, being put in that situation. And a lot of people aren't as brave as you, honestly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Straight
I
up.
commend you on what it is that you're doing.
Straight up.
But my next question to you is, how did you jump from doing music to now I'm a stand up for what's right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna do these walks. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be out here protesting because you was protesting too,
Yeah.
which was a brilliant thing too.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be out here doing this. How did you jump from music to that?
Like I said, I've been doing it, Lonnie.
Even before music.
Lonnie, I can show you a picture right
go
now.
hand in hand.
2000.
So it was before. So you've been doing that before you started doing music.
I've been doing both my
was hand in
whole
hand.
life.
Oh.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
tell you, like, Lonnie, I can pull up a picture right now on my phone. I was teaching kids in my community and all over DC how to make music.
So
on
it's just a
program.
part of you.
So it's just me, Lonnie.
Yeah, it's just
And
you.
I ain't just
Exactly.
saying that. But I understand the power of the internet. I understand how much power we have with our thumbs. You feel me? And what I choose to do now is put that out more because I'm more passionate about that than I am going in my studio creating music.
Oh, okay.
So I'd never been to a point where I had writer's block, where I just wasn't intrigued to make music or be excited. When James Anthony Smith got killed for a pair of Jordans, it hit me home because I got a Jordan logo with bullet holes on it. I watched a good friend of mine when I was younger get killed for a pair of Jordans. So as time progressed, I was like, I'd rather be here than there. I'd rather be helping than doing that. And it just so many things just kept happening, and God just kept throwing things this way, left and right. And I was like, man, I can really use my music platform where people come to see me perform, take all the money that I'm making, give it directly to the family hand and say, this is for the funeral. Hope this helps you through your grieving process. That's all it is. You feel what I'm saying? But you get some people that'll say, you know what? We watch him go from 2,000 followers to 26,000, almost 26,000 off of just doing that. Oh, he got to be doing it for exposure. He got to be doing it to have it. Y'all don't understand it, man. I got a son. I got nephews. I got nieces. I got people that I genuinely love out here. And if I don't leave nothing behind for them to feel protected and safe and have a blueprint on how to deal with some of the trials and tribulations that they about to face, man, this shit don't mean nothing. I can't take none of this money with me. I can't take none of this exposure with me in my grave.
But you do understand when people say things like that, it's just a way to hinder what it is that you're doing.
Yeah.
Or try to hinder what it is
Yeah.
that you're doing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people would say, oh, you doing it because you're a rapper, so
Yeah.
you're trying to do it to put
Yeah.
yourself on or make people like you and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
How many people told you to stop smiling in your life?
A lot.
How many people judged
No, a
you?
lot of people say, question me. I smile a lot. So a
Yeah.
lot of people question me like, what are you smiling for?
Yeah.
Like, why do you
Why
smile?
are you
laughing
always
at they
energetic?
situation.
Yeah, why
They think you
you
laughing
always
at their
energetic?
situation
Right.
all the
You know?
time. You just
Why
Right.
you like to groom yourself the way you do? Why do you like to cross all your T's and dot your I's?
Yeah, a lot
The
of
thing
people
is,
do
I
ask me
can't
those
just
things.
be. I can't. Lonnie can't just be Lonnie.
But you know what I have realized too, Mike? Those people are troubled.
Yeah,
They're troubled in their life.
they lost.
Yeah, they
themselves.
are. They just troubled and they battling with things that they don't know how to deal with. So they look to other people
Right.
to try to cause confusion
Right.
in their life.
to get
Right.
that off of them. Get the light
Yeah,
off
right.
of themselves.
that's what people do.
They cast their fears and they doubts on you.
Yeah,
They'll
but
tell
it
you
hurts when
what
it's
you
your
can't
own
do
people.
when they know that they know for a fact that Lonnie can do this. You can do this. Let me cast some fears on him because these are my doubts.
Right.
These is what I feel that I can't. Don't bring that energy to me.
right.
And
Like,
then it just hurt when it's your own people. Though.
It used to hurt. It used to hurt. But we are the same people that'll get 20 comments full of love and then that one negative comment
Yep.
come and we'll
But
respond to that.
That I swear.
Yep.
That's how it be.
That's how it
But
feels.
you're absolutely right too. He's
It's a
so
trend,
right
though.
about
It
that.
is.
That's
It
how
really
we
He's
is.
so-
train. That's
he's
how
so
we
right
train
about
to
that.
think. We train to think that we gotta be the best we have to protect ourselves. We have to survive. We was all born in this world with
To
nothing but a
stand ground.
God-given talent. So when you was born, all of us had already planned in a God-given talent. We born in a world where they tell us we got to develop this information from man-made that wrote this information to get a higher education. They don't tell us about garnishing checks. They don't tell us. They're not telling us the percentage of kids and people just in general that go to college and don't come out with the working in a job that they got a degree. You feel me? They don't tell us none of these things. So we automatically strips ourselves from our true destiny. The minute that you say, man, this is what I love doing. I'm going to go hard with this, and this is what I'm passionate about. Look how the world treats you. Look how the world bless you because you accepted your path. You accepted what you're naturally good at. Like, you ever just did something and was like, man, I wowed myself. I surprised myself. And that's how I am. When I walked to Philadelphia, it was like, man, I know I'm mentally strong, but that third day, because it was only supposed to take 46 hours, you feel me? When them blisters started coming on the bottom of my feet and I got the knee pains and I did something to my hamstring and then my shoulder started hurting, it was like, man, hold up. I get a glimpse now of how my ancestors felt. I felt like Harriet and them had to feel just a little bit because they didn't have a GPS. They didn't have New Balances and stuff like that. So they had to be, like, their faith had to be so strong that they felt that they can get us to the promised land, to a better place for tomorrow. It was a sacrifice, and they lost their life for it. So look what we doing here today.
And I feel like a lot of people don't understand what it is that you're doing and why you're doing it because they haven't felt what you felt.
They haven't felt it.
Yeah.
Some people won't even walk to the store for their mother.
Mm-hmm.
But see, a lot of people move like that, though. A lot of people can't relate to shit till they hit home.
But we live in a world where they're trying to make all of these things more easy.
Yeah.
They're trying to make things more easy. Uber Eats. You don't travel to get your food no more. You don't sit at the table, you know what I'm saying, as a family no more. You don't do things like that no more. Everything is being changed. But the thing that fucks me up about it is the people are allowing it and agreeing to it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It just hurt me that it be... I don't know how to say this, but I always felt this way, and I always express this to, like, my family. I feel like as African Americans, we pick and choose when to stand up. Like, the whole Black Lives Movement. Like, I mean, I know the purpose of why it started, but I can't follow a movement where it's as African Americans, we should be, that's a unit of us supposed to be together to protect each other. So why is it only Black Lives Matter when it's black and white crime? But when it's black on black crime, it's, oh, let me shut the hell up. Let me not say nothing. Let me not call the police. Let me mind my business. Oh, you a snitch. Oh, you that and you that. But as soon as a white man do it to us, it's like, oh, girl, we need a snitch. You know where he work at. You know where he live at. Let's get him fired. Let's do this. It's like, we pick and choose the battles we stand for and the battles that we should. They pick and choose with the black on black too. Yeah.
Are we any different if they saying white power and we saying black power?
No.
Is there any difference?
No.
So check this out.
At all.
Let me explain it. And agree to or disagree. Lonnie made a great point. The communication has been compromised, right? So check this out. How many people right here at this table have a bank card? Raise your hands. Show hands, right? This is what's happening to our city and people don't understand. If you came up in the DMV, right?
Yeah.
DC, stuff like that, right? We used to have all day bus passes, paper form, right? Now, with this paper transfer, even if I didn't know you and you saw me trying to get on a bus and there was a line to get on the bus, you was going to reach your pass out the back of that window and let me get it and I get it back to you. Hey, let me get your pass. We communicating with each other. We exchanging. Or if you was getting off the bus and you was done for the day, you going to say, hey, you got you good? All right, here. You feel me?
That was me.
You can go into the train station. You might have somebody, if me and Tony T know each other, we might go like this. Hey, I'm going to meet you at the bus stop. I'm going to go further up, meet you at the next bus stop. Open the back door. I'm going to hurry up and get in. You feel me? It's communication, right? Now, when you go into the train station, you might be short a little bit. You might see a 35-cent fare card on the floor, on the ground. You feel me? You pick that up, throw it in the thing, add your money onto it, then you good to go. You feel me? What they did was, they took everything and put it in the form of a card. Smart Trip. They call it Smart Trip to make you think that you're moving smarter, that you can control your funds. So even to get this card, you have to pay $5. Just like you have to pay to get a bank card. You understand what I'm saying? So now you upload this money on your card. Are you just going to give anybody your Smart Trip? Knowing that you have to upload more money on that card?
Nope. Because it's a card.
That all-day bus pass paper form only lasts for that day. So you strip yourself of of trying to hold on to it longevity wise, because my day is pretty much done. I'm not even about to get on them. Somebody can have this, or I'm gonna just toss it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So what they do is certain people, different cultures, different races, different backgrounds of people that get on these trains and get on these buses now because they're building bigger businesses, they're building condos everywhere, and these people are moving in, and they try to move us out. So the opportunity of us to exchange and pass each other is at an all-time high now.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? And what they doing is they're glorifying them cell phones getting snatched, them robberies and stuff like that, because they want them to feel like, hey, listen, traveling between this time or go to this area, we got this set up for you guys. Just like how they try to say Metro, catered to the, white supremacists. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, what you mad about? What you mad about? Because you're not making it a big problem before the KKK came in.
Right.
KKK stand for Kings Killing Kings to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because name one KKK member that you saw on the drape and all that stuff came up in your neighborhood. When?
Never.
I wait. You feel me? But I guarantee you can point out that person that's on K2, that person that's right there every day, that person that's talking about him, this person that's fucking that person, and that person. And you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's so much going on that we need to correct. We just need to turn it back on ourselves and communicate with each other more. You feel me? That's all it is.
So you feel like what he said, because I really agree with what you said. So you feel like what he said, basically, we need to communicate with each other. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of lost. When he said that Black Lives Matter, we're more, in it when it's black on white crime. But when it's black on black crime, we're not.
Yeah,
we saying, don't snitch, don't do this, don't.
They pick.
Where was all these people at when Micaiah died? Where was the Roddies at?
And that's where
that's his point.
That's how I was
saying.
feeling like when you were saying you was getting death threats. Like to me, I would not. You're standing for your niece. Like if you like me, I have a niece. I love my niece to death. That's like my daughter to me.
Yeah.
Like if something happened to my niece, I will be. I don't care who you are, who you feel like you powerful, whatever.
Yeah.
If I know who you are, I'm snitching. I don't care.
Right.
I don't care what you can do to me. I'm gonna fight for my niece.
Right.
But my thing is the same way you're fighting. We should have took that as what if that was my niece? What if that was my little sister? What if
They
that
not
was my
gonna do
daughter?
that until it's actually their
it's
people.
right, and that's
what
my
I'm saying.
thing.
That's what he's
it
saying.
hurts
Yeah.
that we got to get to that point where
That's
it's
what he's saying.
dang, it's us. Like even when growing up, my father used to tell me, respect your mother and your father for your days to be long. Because if we gone today or tomorrow, what would you do?
Right.
And as a kid, I never understood what he's saying. I was like, all right, whatever. Like, okay, I'ma still like if I feel like I need to say something, I'm say it.
Right.
But now I don't have my father, and I see people disrespect their parents. It gets me so livid.
Right.
Like beyond livid. I be like, why do you disrespect your parents? Like if you lose your parents today, I'm trying to tell you it's gonna be an empty feeling. Like so empty. Like you feel like you're so alone. And so like little things like that, it takes stuff to happen to you for you to understand. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It gets to a point where it's just too late.
Yeah.
It's just too late for
But
you
the
to change things around.
What about the consequences? I say for instance you snitch, right? And you feel that that's the best thing to do, right?
Mhm.
And which you're not wrong in feeling that way, because you got to stick with your guns. You got to stand within the midst of your,
Right.
your decisions. But what happens when the same people that love you, that say, hold up, something can happen to you. You're not caring about how we love you. We're not caring about that. We're not caring about the police not going to come protect you, for one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They're not going to come protect you. Now you got to face the same streets, the same way that you move around, and your family got to feel the effects of that too. That's what goes into people's mind before they snitch. Man, I got kids. I got a job.
But
I
that's
take
the
care of
same
my family.
thing with
Yeah,
white
when
people.
you were saying like
Yeah.
when people will put their cast and their doubts and their fears on you, I feel like that's another part. Like you
Yeah.
let those people doubts and their fears of standing up was right. I feel like a lot of things could have been changed, and a lot of people that do make our communities bad could have been gone if the community and people who had the voices and who had the because a lot of people you'll walk in the streets and feel like you don't have that respect, but you don't even know how many people do have your back.
Yeah.
And it's just be like, we cast our fears out because everybody like, no, this can happen to you. And yes, it is a possibility that it can happen, but can you also live with the fact that you didn't let nothing happen? You didn't make nothing happen?
Right,
Evidently
Because
they
even
can
when
because
it
it
comes
happened
to
every day.
Micaiah, This is still an open case. Like,
Yeah.
they haven't caught nobody yet.
Yeah.
But they threw out their money.
And they expect you to be
They-
happy because of that shit, though.
They threw out money.
They happy because they haven't caught nobody?
No, they expect you to be happy because we took it from 20 to 40,000, or we took it from here.
Yeah.
Nobody don't give a fuck about that. Like,
It's somebody that give a fuck.
I mean, it's people that give a
somebody
fuck
that
on the
give a
street.
fuck.
I'm talking about like family wise.
But
That
not
shit
for
don't make the
Micaiah,
family
it's for
comfortable.
personal gain.
Know what
And
I'm
people
saying?
don't understand that reward money don't come to you immediately.
Yeah.
That reward money comes to you after the
A
trial,
conviction.
after conviction.
Right. So you just sitting there.
So you
on
do
it.
all that.
Your
You
name come
sign
out.
it, your name gonna be within that case in that affidavit.
But my thing, to go back to what he said, if this was something happened with her pertaining a Caucasian person, we would still be protesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You
my
right.
I still feel like we haven't answered that. Come to a conclusion, like, why do our people do that?
I mean, it ain't even no answer to it because they been doing it for years. They been picking and choosing for years on black.
If
So
we knew the answer to that, you think we'd be
Yeah.
answering this? Like we wouldn't even be at this. Like
Because it's confusing and it's very frustrating.
Yeah.
I understand what you're
gotta
saying.
we gotta survive. We gotta be able to get to the next step. We gotta keep moving on up. That's all it
Yeah.
is. That's all it is. Some people like the spotlight. Some people want to do it just for show. Some people do it because they're passionate about it. And guess what? Other people do. Some people choose to look the other way because they have no emotions towards
because it
anything
ain't affecting
outside of them.
Yeah, it's not affecting it every day.
So there's no proper answer to it. I just know us as a black community, we lost self-value when we not in tune with the past sacrifices and mistakes that were made for us to even be here. You feel me? So that's what it is.
I think, honestly, when it comes to our community, people are more invested into the streets than they into real reality. Like, it's the street code you can't break. You can't say stuff because it's the street code. You can't point certain people out because you're breaking the street code.
Yeah.
If you snitching, you a bitch nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
And
straight
the
up.
streets be
Right,
the
you-
ones that flip on
But
you
they
quick.
still
Yeah.
do it for the money, so that shit contradicts
own
their
nothing.
whole code.
Don't own nothing.
You know what
on
I'm
your
saying? It's like you could
Right.
be bought on the
Yeah.
code because
Don't
if they
own
still
nothing.
do it for
Right,
money,
and that's the thing. They follow behind people who they could be better than.
You hear
Right.
people in DC
Like-
saying no cap.
Mhm.
You see, listen, us as a whole, man, we not even proud to even push our culture to the world.
Right.
We
and that's what
saying
I'm
no
saying.
cap, all this other stuff that wasn't even a part of our culture, and that's nothing wrong with what's going on in the land and stuff like that. But just as a whole, man,
DC
like,
was known for setting trends. Now we follow
we
them.
follow, man.
no,
That's
the world
what
is
it is.
following
The world
trends.
following, yeah.
The world
If
is
it's not
following
on the
trends.
internet,
If it's not on the
nobody
internet,
And we used to
nobody
set
cares.
trends here. Like,
Man,
no
if
bullshit.
it's not on the
listen to-
internet,
if you
nobody
listen to
cares.
rock music and stuff like that. If you really tap into rock music, that's all. That
Oh,
how they
talk
dress,
about some deep
how-
stuff.
you know, the subject matters and stuff like that. It ain't nothing but hip hop now. That's all it is.
So back to your, people giving you death threats. How does that make you feel? And you say they're your own people.
Yeah,
How does that make you feel? And how do you deal with that?
I got to move around militant. Now I understand that. Even though I'm saying put the guns down, pick up, I got to make it back home to my son. It's not the guns that kill people. It's people with the guns that's killing people. That's just a tool. So now I got to keep my head on the swivel. Now I got to question certain people being around me now. Because I don't, you can't, you ain't
Trust
about to,
everybody.
you ain't
On
about
the
to-
back
you
door,
ain't about
yeah.
to, you ain't about to do me like that. Not me.
Can't trust everybody no more.
Now at this point right now, as me revealing my heart, I open it up so much that I compromise my safety and my peace. I don't have a peace of mind now. I don't want to sleep. I don't want to move like how I moved to
So
do
by
certain
you not
things.
having a peace of mind, are you slowly killing yourself?
I don't know, Lonnie. I'm learning as life go. That's the thing of life.
But when
You
you
know?
have no peace, you have no sanity, and that's kind of dangerous.
Listen, man, I done lost weight. You look at me, you look at my before and after, it's in my eyes, it's in my face, it's in how I move around. It's in my mind never been fatigued.
Yeah.
I'm tired of feeling this way, but I'm tired of this thing. I'm tired of this shit happening because it can happen to my son. So now I'm in too deep.
Right.
You don't know which way to go.
Now I'm stuck. I don't know which way to go. I
But
sat
in
with
the
it.
midst of you being in too deep, I feel like it's
Yeah.
important for you to grab sense of your sanity
Yeah.
because you can be in too deep and you can get very lost.
Yeah.
So I feel like you still have to take those moments to evaluate who are you?
Yeah.
What am I here for?
Yeah.
What is my mission? What is my destination?
Yeah.
Because if you losing weight, you're stressing yourself.
Yeah, I'm stressing
so
myself.
So
right.
is this, you know what I'm saying? Is this a mission, or have this become a stressful lifestyle?
I wouldn't say a stressful lifestyle, because in the midst of, the blood, sweat, and tears and the sacrifices that my actions have, bro, I look at all the kids that's hopping in my DM as well. I look at all the people that was drug addicts and stuff, and people that's stepping up to the plate now. I've been going down to the monument, the Lincoln Memorial, and I've been having open discussions. I'm telling people, listen, I wanted to do this right before this KK rally just to see something. How many of us from this small city gonna come to this part right here? Because if you look on my page, thousands, hundreds of comments and views about what can be done, what need to be done, and here we are in the same city, but we're coming together for potential negativity against white oppressors, white supremacists and stuff like that. We at a point right now where, like you said, we pick and choose when we want to be pro-black.
Right.
We pick and choose where we want to say Black Lives Matter. Black lives don't matter till a black life is shattered.
Yeah.
You feel me? Or we feel like our safety is compromised. But what happens when the same kids that you see walking to school by yourself and you pass by and don't tell them, man, it's 8, 9 o'clock at night. Why you outside? Go in the house. It's a school night. Man, I don't hear no screaming from the window. Get your ass in the house. You see them street lights on?
And that's how it used to be back
Man,
They
I'm
don't
trying to
listen,
tell you.
man.
I'm trying to tell you.
Not be outside.
You had
that
somebody
still
saying,
happen
your
right
mother
now
out
and
here
then.
looking for you, or your mother came into school,
Shoot,
beat your ass
everybody
in
was
school.
your mother.
It still
back
happened.
then.
It still happened, but this the opposite. Back then, it was a parent that agreed with that neighbor that was telling you to get your ass in the house.
But
Now,
I
the
feel
parent don't agree with the neighbor, not even saying nothing to their kid.
'Cause
You
you
can't
might
even
get-
say
you might
nothing
get
to.
jumped,
And guess
cursed
what?
out,
The
bashed
kid
on the
know
internet.
that if you say something to me, I'm gonna go tell my mother, and my mother gonna come down here. This shit, how I live in the hood right now, in that I didn't grow up in. I see this shit all day, every day. A little kid call a grown up, bitch, whoop de wop wop. She say, go get your parent. When the kid go get their parent, the parent don't come to talk to that adult. They come to fight for their kid, and the kid was wrong as shit. But it happens so much that the kids know that now, and I got a pit bull for a parent. I don't have to listen to nobody.
And that's simply
It's because
because
too many young parents.
and it's not just that, but I feel like it's because we killing the roots of our family tree.
Yeah.
Our grandmas, our grandmothers,
Yeah,
our
the people that
grandfathers,
stuck us
yeah,
together.
the people
Yeah.
that stuck us together. No one is carrying on the legacy. Everybody want to be better than the legacy.
Yeah.
That's just like this generations. Rappers want to be better than the people that paved the way for them.
Yeah.
Everybody
Oh,
want to
man.
be a king. Everybody want to be a queen, but nobody want to pay homage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why, you know what I'm saying? Is that, no, I'm not talking about your girl. You think I'm talking about Nicki Minaj. I'm not talking about her.
There's a lot of
Look
people.
at them. They say he
But
better
look,
not be talking
there's a
about
lot of people that say.
But
There's
I'm
a lot of
just
people that
saying-
say queen though. You
Yeah,
know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
invest
And
into
I don't
stuff
think
like
it should
that.
be like that.
But no, it's just in general, like no one actually pay respect to the people that actually made a way for them. We talk about Dr. Luther
Until
Martin Luther
tragedy
King,
happened.
but do you respect what this man actually did?
Right.
Because
Okay.
if you do respect what he did, you wouldn't be doing what it is that you're doing.
Straight
I
up.
definitely
And
get
I
what you're
feel like
saying.
Yeah.
parents
Yeah.
don't instill that in their kids.
Right.
Nowadays, these parents nowadays, they want to remain young forever.
Yeah.
They want to be their
Everybody's
kid friend.
into the latest Giuseppe, the red bottom, the makeup, the hair. No one is now.
They want
You
them to
had
think
your
material.
life.
They friends
it's
with their
time for
kids.
you to pass the life that was given to you to your child, so we can keep this
Yeah.
generation
Straight
together.
up.
This
Straight
generation
up.
friends with their kids. My mother wasn't my friend. My
You
mother
and
gonna
me.
beat your ass and your
my
friend's
friends.
ass.
Well, I don't really
Everybody.
go around
Whoop the
go
shit out
like
y'all.
that. Like my cousins and them and my brothers, they are some of the most disrespectful thug out niggas you can ever meet.
And my
Like,
mother still was gonna
brothers-
beat your ass.
My brother and them are just like that. But at the end of the day, they don't play with my mother and
See?
them.
Yeah.
They don't play with my mother and them. Like if they say shut the fuck up, you gotta shut the fuck up.
And
But
that's how
I
it
feel like people give up and don't instill that into their kids because they feel like it's too much work and we live in a lazy generation.
Right. The labor, like I said.
Yeah,
you're right.
they feel like it's too
No
much
parent
work.
want to be the bad parent these days. They all want to be the
Be your
friend.
friend,
the
get them
buddy, buddy.
iPads.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I had
Send
one
them
good parent. If my mother was being mean, I go to my father. He was being mean, I go to my mother. Guess what? Once they caught on, both of them, you get your ass whipped. Your ass in trouble.
Yeah.
I think we lost the family dynamics. I don't know if I'm the only one. I feel like now, since I'm getting older, I don't really see my cousins as much as I used to when I was younger. Like, I used to always have a cookout at my family. Now, I barely see my family. I
Yeah,
can
that
walk
happens.
past somebody and not even know you my cousin until we get to a cookout. And I'll be like,
Yeah.
I went to
Right.
school with so many people before I graduated. And once I graduated and went to the family reunion, I was like, you're my cousin?
Right.
I almost beat up my cousin before. I
Or
was
you see
like,
your old cousins
it
you used
was
to hang
so
tough with,
crazy.
and the bond
Yeah.
don't even be there.
Because we just don't have that family forefront. Because when I was younger, I felt like, I don't know, I felt like everything was great. It might have been problems in the world, but we never knew because we were kids. We stayed in kids' places. And it's nowadays, kids are in adult places. They switching lanes. They don't know their place. And a lot of parents is okay with that because a lot of parents nowadays don't have that support system, so they feel like, let me get my kids on my team, so the people that's against me, my kids can already know and evolve themselves to be disrespectful to you. Because I've seen so many people who parents have beef with another parent, and their kids can be disrespectful to that parent, and their parents still don't care. I didn't care if my mother got into it with my aunt. If I rolled my eyes and didn't speak to my aunt could still say something to me, and my mother would just be like, why you didn't speak?
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's like, oh yeah, my child not speaking to you because he know I don't talk to you. Like, it's just
Yeah.
too many parents involving their kids in
Friend
adult
parents.
situations. Like,
But
like you
when
said,
say,
friends.
like, a
They
lot of
rather be
parents-
friends.
A lot of parents don't have that support system. I don't really think that because my mom was a single mom.
Mhm.
It wasn't she had the support system. She had a backbone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't stand for. You know what I'm saying? They don't stand for stuff.
What about
You gotta-
direction too? Like what?
Yeah,
like,
and
your
direction.
mother was probably working towards something.
Yeah.
She had goals. She had goals.
She
Like
has
a
somebody
lot
to
of
look up to.
these parents are like single parent mothers.
Yeah.
Right.
That's trying to get by and survive.
Right.
Go into these grocery stores now. It's the woman that's at the cashier. It's the woman that's bagging up our groceries. It's the woman that's putting in labor. It's a lot of the women that have to make shit happen.
And not just only women.
You
There's a lot of women that
Still,
don't want to make
yeah.
shit
Like
happen
men, because
too.
my dad
It's
was a
men.
single father. He raised me
It's
and my
men,
little
yeah.
brother by
And
his
it's
side.
men too. And it's
Right.
men too
Like,
that go through the
yeah.
same
Yeah.
thing. But I feel like as men, we were put here for labor.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's just how that's just my belief.
That's how he was raised.
You feel me? We was just put here for labor.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I need to see a queen with a back brace on, loading up boxes on a UPS truck.
Oh, don't feel. I like.
But
it
nowadays you
hurts
got
my-
queens that's taking care of kings.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
so-called
True
kings.
that.
You know what
Because
I'm
it's-
saying?
but
Niggas that call themselves kings with no crown.
You understand the difference between a relationship and a partnership, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, most of them in relationships, situationships, not partnerships.
But you know, all this is happening because those that allow it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like if you stand for something, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Yeah.
So, but if you up there like this is my rules, this is what we do in this house. Don't bring that shit in here. That's how my folks is. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring this shit. Y'all smoke weed, y'all do whatever. Boat, jump off the bridge. Don't come in here with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's how my folks is. And so if you have that respect and that common ground and you stand for something, people will fall in line.
Yeah.
Nowadays people just throw their hands up like whatever, bitch. It's not whatever.
Everybody
Yeah.
passive
It's
and
not
shit.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not whatever. Or they try to manipulate your mind to make you feel like if you don't do this, then you're not with the in crowd.
straight up.
You know what I'm
And I ain't even
saying?
mad.
Right, you're
People
right.
be trying to follow everybody else and don't even be knowing. Like some people be stunting on the internet.
Right.
Like, people be so busy trying to run behind people. Like,
And the common goal for this generation, I don't mean to keep saying this generation,
It's
but y'all are
cool.
fucked
Y'all
up.
know y'all like
The
to blame
common-
us for everything.
Yeah,
So we'll take it.
the common goal for
We'll
this
take it.
generation is to be that bitch on social media.
And it really is. And that's
everything is for likes, clicks, and comments.
Because a lot of
Everything.
people don't even want relationships no more. A lot of girls will get in relationships with dudes just because you have money, you got cars, you rapping, you doing this, you playing sports. Like a lot of
Well,
people.
I find it like a lot of people do want relationships and they want to expose it on YouTube and do bloggers
Yeah.
for clicks, likes, and comments.
Yeah, and I noticed that too, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of people follow people they see on the internet. Like we lose the moral value of let me find somebody that's going to potentially help me grow, accept my flaws, and really, if I'm at one level, if I'm at level 5 and you at level 10, you should be gravitating me if I'm in a relationship with you to another level. I should not still be at level 5 if I'm dating you for a
Do
month.
you feel like it should be
Right.
forced or should it be something that just naturally happen? Because
When you say force, what do you mean?
all right, so if I'm in a relationship with somebody and I say, you know what, we got 2 cups of water. If we constantly putting into each other's cup of water, right? So if I got to constantly tell you and reassure you that you can do this, put these resources around you, or go that and chase your dream, like eventually, if I believe in your dream more than you do, it don't make no sense. But if you sitting there out there making it happen, and I'm saying, okay, I see what you're doing. Here, let me cash app you this, or here, use these
But-
resources. It's like that's like, all right, you in a relationship with somebody, and you don't got no gas in your car, your ends don't meet. Do you feel that you need to go to your significant other and ask them to help you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because see, and that's my perfect example of how your mindset was just
Why?
now. When you was just like that, would you hold her hand if she don't have the sight of her dreams? And when you look at your grandparents, grandparents been together for almost 50 years, 50,
Mine's
60.
82.
Yeah.
And some grandparents have kids with other women, and you would not know some of your aunts didn't come from your original grandmother.
Straight up.
Because they've been together. They worked through things. Some people don't have that motivation, and when you find people that have passion and you know they have that passion but they need that drive, why just give up on somebody like that? I see what
No,
you're saying.
no.
If she just sitting there like, oh, I'm not gonna do
No, my direct question is if you're in a relationship with somebody and you don't got no money, you need to go somewhere, you don't have no gas in your car, and your significant other sees this, knows this, feels this. Do you feel that you need to ask them to help
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
They should help
And
you without you
and
having to
and I
ask.
say,
Nah, I don't
no,
think so.
I don't feel like I should add. If you saying like, should I add?
He's
So
saying
if
they
your
did.
mother, so if struggling and she's broke, they about to put her out of her house. You not gonna move on helping her unless she asks you.
I'm saying if I know, or if I get with like she's struggling or something, I'm of course just throw you the money.
No,
But-
it's a yes or
That's
no.
what he just saying. Your
yes,
spouse
but-
knew your
but
situation,
I'm
but
saying
do you
if he
should you
knows
have
it
to
and
ask him?
he
Like,
just don't do it.
This is the
still after
person.
he
This is
know
the
it?
person that you sharing your personal space with, your
Right.
life, your soul. You're supposed to be connected. This is not a situation. Now, if you hopping here, hopping there, hopping there, of course, then that approach is right. But if we in a committed relationship, this comes with guidelines and certain compromising and things that you have to do to keep that person happy and make it progressive, because after that sex becomes routinic, after the real situation and reality of your situation start hitting, like what good is a climax? You ain't gonna even be able to climax enough if you don't feel like that person is protected and you won.
Right.
You feel me? You're not even gonna be able to get to that point mentally because this person don't got your back.
Right.
I can be on my last and my worst, and the only thing that you see in me is pleasure through my you feel me? So at the end of the day, it's like, how can we feel like that permanently about each other? I don't know you from a brick on the wall, but guess what? I've always been the type of person, if I see you messed up, I'm not about to just see, man, here. You feel me? I might have $1, but we about to have 50 cents together. And I don't got to know you. You feel me? If we all can do that, instead of downing each other, he can have millions of followers by tomorrow. You feel me? It's gonna always be somebody that say, well, he got 2 million, but this person got 37 million.
Always.
Yep.
You feel me? And then how crazy would he be to say, well, you know what? I'm gonna just delete my Instagram because nah, don't worry about what I'm doing over there, because I'd rather have one loyal supporter than millions of followers.
That's how I live.
Many of millions of followers.
That's how I live. That's why I'm so easy to block people.
Straight up.
That's
This
no,
nigga
for
laid a
real.
motherfucking
Yeah,
block
that's-
boot on
That's
shit.
why I'm so
Do you?
easy. Yeah, I block people.
Because when
This
I go
nigga
to your
blocks
page,
the
it's just
shit out
all
people.
love.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
because I
saying.
block all negativity.
There you go, bam.
He don't play that shit, bro.
You gay,
Right.
block.
And they gonna storm they
Yeah.
gonna storm their ass before you get the block.
But before they even storm them, I try to
Lonnie,
block them.
Hey, Lonnie,
Right.
I want to, this is my brother right here. He walked with me. I just want to introduce him, y'all. Chink the Champ. He walked with me from D.C. to Philadelphia.
Oh,
I
okay.
wanted to,
Brody.
share that spotlight and share
Oh,
that
so
with
he
y'all.
did walk with you.
Man,
Somebody did walk
Yeah,
with you.
Man, that's my brother. He,
Oh, okay.
He,
That's
he
what's
pulled
up.
up on me and walked with
Okay,
me.
so
man.
we have 8 questions that we want to get through. That was
Yeah.
a good walk.
Yeah.
You got blisters too? Okay. Yes. Okay. So we got 8 questions we gonna get through that we asked on the show. Yeah. So let's ask them. Answer them as true as possible.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna
Tell the
start with
Truth
one.
Tuesday.
Yes. Tell the truth Tuesday.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Okay.
Hey, Chick, you want to come over here with this?
So here we go. So one question is, how do you best connect with others?
I like to go out. I rather like experience fun stuff, like even if I did it it's more fun experiencing with a group of people. I don't want to just sit around, text you. I feel like having phone conversations is so played out now. Being on the internet is just, I don't want to keep DMing you. Like meet me somewhere. Let's go out to eat. I don't care if it's the movies, to get your drink, just something physical. Like, I just want to speak and be in front of you. I feel like that'd be more connection for me.
What about you?
I totally agree. He just now took it. That's how I am. I'm a people person. I like to be in the heart of the people. I love total strangers. So I like, building a relationship and building some type of communication with a total stranger, and, just being all in about the people. So I totally agree with him.
Right. Who or what has changed your life?
Meaning, like, in this life period.
Who or what? Yeah, life. Your life. Right here. Bam.
In my personal life right now, I have my aunt. Like, my aunt really keeps me grounded. Like, she's the one that tells me, like, some stuff I just should learn how to let go.
Right.
Because I am young and I'm still learning how to, like, move more properly. I'm still making mistakes, but I have a path that I'm on. And she helps me guide me through my path in life. And, like, career-wise, idols that I look up to, like, you already know you my number one idol. Because it's not
I'm
too
number
many
one over
people-
Nicki Minaj.
I'm saying within my community, don't get me blocked. Don't get me blocked. But in my community, we don't have too many people to look up to. So you are very, very a passionate light for me. Like I tell you all the time.
You do.
Any way I can get, I always let you know. Because we don't have too many people that we have in our community that's not messy, that's not doing it. Like, you are really... I seen you start from YouTube in your room with the messed up blurry camera. Go to HD picture on YouTube, then to a radio. Now you traveling the world. And people just know your name, like, just off the strength. Like, you not a good girlfriend, then what are you? Like, it's just something to me to be like, dang, if Lonnie could make it to
that's right.
people having saying doubts like he's not going to make it to what he wanted to be, to someone everybody around the world would just love. Like, I see people cry over you like you Michael Jackson or something. I just be like, one day somebody gonna cry for me and somebody gonna buy my t-shirts out of van too. Like, one day it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
And I just look up to y'all that's doing stuff. And
right.
Especially being young. I don't want to look up to too many people that's just like, I'm buying cars and I'm getting whips.
Right.
Clothes. Yeah. I don't want that.
Right.
I want something in the long front. I want somebody to teach me how to provide for my family for the rest of my life. Like,
that's
the people I look up to in my life.
Right. What about you, Mike?
Not to sound cliche, but my son.
Oh, okay.
I realized when I had him that, I guess I felt what true love really is. Unconditional love. I don't know. There's no limitations of what I'm willing to do or what I'm willing to put myself to make sure you have a better life. And I see a little bit of my son in a lot of these kids. So I praise, the higher above. And I thank God for blessing me with a gift like that to let me see things in a different light. Because when you're out here living for yourself, you take penitentiary chances and take so many different sacrifices that can cost you not only your life but your freedom. So, my son really been a groundbreaking, pivotal moment that made me kind of like, you know what? I don't want him out here feeling the effects of being slammed on the ground, handcuffed and stuff like that. So
right.
That's my child. That's my son.
That was good.
So
outside of what you do, what makes you happy?
People energy. Right. I love seeing people happy.
Right.
I love to see people smiling. I love seeing people just be them.
Me too.
Like that's what I love. I don't discriminate on nothing. Like, I'm not for none of that. I'm not for none of that talking about bad about people around me. Like, miss me with all that. Sell that on eBay. Sell that shit on eBay. Don't tell me about what this person doing. Don't tell me why this person that way.
Man,
I don't care about that. What makes me happy is just getting the most of my time with life, because you dead longer than you're alive, and seeing people happy and live their dream. That's why I like sharing my dream with a lot of people. I like sharing my platform because I like seeing people happy.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? All that other stuff I don't care about.
I like hugging people and seeing people happy.
Yes.
Like, if somebody's really happy, I just like hugging them because I want that energy to transfer to me to keep my spirit up. Even if it is up, I want it up.
I love when other people get excited over me. It's not
It's
like
a conceited bitch.
Like, no, it's not like, and that's so funny. Everybody be like, that sounds a little conceited, but
I understand.
even if like, say if like the way you was just talking today really just had me like, Because I seen your interviews already way before this, and
Yeah.
just to be in front of you and just to really hear you
Yeah.
talk more and
Yeah.
really experience the raw interview with
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
it's just like, dang, like
Straight
he
up.
do know he be talking about, even from beyond the TV I've
Yeah,
seen.
yeah, love,
I was like,
love,
dang,
love.
like it's just like little things like that. You don't know who you talking to, and
Right.
you don't know who you just
Yeah.
like changed a little bit. Like,
Straight
and
up.
this you just telling me about how my actions should have just been a little different.
Yeah.
I didn't have nobody yet. Y'all
To
the
tell
first
you.
interview just to been like, even though I know what you did, I still see you that
Yeah.
you could have did this.
Yeah.
though.
That's right.
Like nobody has yet to say that to me. Everybody's like, oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
that.
Because
Cause
they
people
all
are
want you for the
born
wrong
big.
reasons,
And
bruh.
that-
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, I you watched the show, but I really want you to be honest with me, and that's what
And
like
it's up
just
to
the
you.
honesty,
It's up to
yeah,
you to
and
build
accept
that
it.
from that angle. Now you got to
Mhm.
take that and say, you know what? Yeah, y'all saying all of this, but let me campaign and put just as much as this
Yes.
outside as they put out that. And
Yep.
it's a balance. You'll balance it out. You'll figure it out. You got it because
Yeah, you
you don't
do.
got that type of spread where you'll let people just take advantage of
Yeah.
you.
And you're learning, and you know why you're gonna get better because you admit.
Yeah.
You admit. You know, acceptance is the best thing to get ahead. Like when you admit, oh yeah, I made mistakes. You know, I did this. I did it. See, you claiming it. So that means that you can outgrow it.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing too.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I'm real careful on the shows that I do. Even the people that I interview, people could say to me, "Oh, this will be a hot show, Lonnie. You need to get this person on there," and I'll be like, "Nah," because it's the energy that's what's important to me. Like I can't sit in a cold room and be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It gotta be love flowing in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It gotta be love flowing, and we gotta come to a positive conclusion.
Mhm.
Yeah. So let's move on. So we have more. Mike, who is someone you really admire?
Maya Angelou.
Oh, okay. Go ahead,
I
Maya.
watch her documentary.
Why the
Still
cage
I Rise.
bird sings.
Yeah, why the cage? What you know about that? What you know about that? Give me one upstairs. Give me one
That's
down
my
low. They don't got to
girl.
know. They don't got to know
That's
about the
my
one down
girl.
low.
That's
but
my
look,
girl.
Maya Angelou, man, like she was a Renaissance woman. She was an everything woman. She was every woman. She done so many things, made so many sacrifices. Every time I look at her documentary, which I would inform everybody to watch it, and Still I Rise. Her documentary is on Netflix. You can watch it for free. You got Netflix. You say Netflix and chill. Just check it out. That's all I'm gonna say. Really check it out. Maya Angelou. That's all I would say. Maya Angelou.
Tony, who's somebody you admire? I don't know if I ever asked you that.
My mother.
Oh, your mother? Okay.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
on the outside of my family, Polo.
Oh,
My
okay.
man.
Rest in
Like
peace.
that man, I was young. You know what I'm saying? I was a knucklehead.
Tony, I like those frames. I ain't mean to throw it on, but I like those.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
They was $5.
Beauty supply store?
Dollar store.
Oh, that's why I like them.
Yeah, like at the time when I got with TCB or whatever, like I was a youngin'. I was in the streets. I had my own little band. I was doing a rack of shit that wasn't positive for me in the long run. And a mutual friend plugged me in with him, and he was just like, shawty, we got a spot for a youngin' like you if you'll come to practice.
Right.
I ain't go. Cause I was like, that nigga don't need me. You know what I'm saying? Like that. See, they don't fucking need me to play. You know what I'm saying? So I seen him again like 2 weeks later. He gave me some money. It's like, this for you to come to practice just in case you think I'm bullshitting. Like, this my
He
last
wanted
time
you to
even
come.
asking you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I went. He became a member of the band. He asked me like, what you like to do in your spare time? I was like, yeah, I make clothes. The nigga bought a store.
Yeah.
And gave me the keys to the store. Was like, nigga, this your store. He had a band full of niggas that he been around all his life. I was a nigga that he met from the whole other side of the city. You know what I'm saying? That store shut down. He bought another one. Here go the keys. You know what I'm saying? Run your store. Only thing I'm gonna do is pick up the money and you order whatever you need to order. I'ma fund it. I start rapping. I'ma manage you. Whatever you need, I got to find somebody that I didn't know to just believe in anything that I wanted to do. If I had a show, somebody was hot, I say, hey, let's bring this person here. Find out how much it costs, I'm going to pay for it. You never found nobody that believed in anything you wanted to do that ain't had shit to do
And
with
he
him.
was one.
Yeah.
And he was
That's
the only
what's up.
one.
That's what's up.
People came after he died, but I couldn't do it no more because I ain't feel the genuine. I ain't feel like it was genuine.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Straight up, I feel you.
So look, my question to you: what is the most thing that you always just constantly think about? Something you always think about.
I always think about just taking care of my family, probably the most out of everything. Like, I just want to make it. I feel like I think about making it all the time just to get my family in a better situation. Like, I'm not saying, like, I have a hard life, but
Get closer to your mic.
I'm not saying, like, I have a hard life, but outside of like things that I wish would change. Like some things is not perfect, but I just wish I can make everything perfect for my family. I don't know why I feel like I can, but I don't want to say I didn't try. So I think every
It's
day
a goal
of
of
how to
yours.
make myself better so I can get the people who I love or into a better situation. Because I want to be in a situation where I can take care of my whole family and put my family in situations where like they can run their own business.
Yep.
They don't got to work for nobody. I want my family to live in one big old house. Like, I don't want my family to pay rent. I just want to take care of mine. Because I felt like my family took care of me my whole life.
That's how I feel
Like,
about my intermediate family.
Yeah, I like my cousins. and-
Nah, I'm just
Family's
saying.
big as shit out here.
I feel about my intermediate family, so nobody don't get confused. Aunt Blonde, Aunt Pam, my mother,
Let
my
me call them
grandfather, Uncle Charles,
That's how you call
Aunt
names.
Deidre, like my intermediate
Oh, your
family.
cousins ain't going with you?
Like I said, Aunt Blonde, Aunt Pam, Uncle Charles, my grandfather, my mother, and Aunt Deidre.
Look at my cousin.
Like,
Send me
yeah.
some of them cash out there.
So yeah, that's how I feel about my intermediate family. I want to take
Yeah.
care of them, but
Yeah.
they say they don't want to live in the same house
Yeah,
together.
they told me that too, but I'm still gonna make it happen because once you see the house, what you gonna
Get
say?
their own
That's
apartment
straight.
on the land. Like
Right,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, straight.
So what about you?
What was the question again?
Something that you just always think about the most.
I
He
would
just
say
said, "Don't ask me
something-
that question." So say
Yeah.
what you was about
Nah,
to say.
I would say the thing that I think about the most is, being in front of this iconic moment that I see in my life, that I see a lot, whether my eyes closed or where it's open. I'm in the midst of millions and millions of beautiful people of different races, different backgrounds, screaming "Be legendary."
That's
Screaming "Be legendary!"
Facts.
Like really passionately, just screaming it because we connected by love. That's what I can see.
That's what's up.
I
What
can
do you
see.
consider a perfect day for you? What do you do on a perfect day?
On a perfect day, a perfect day for me would define nobody getting murdered,
Mm-hmm.
positive vibes, positive information being transferred amongst one another, money being captured,
Right.
money being spent, happiness. That's all I can say. Just happiness. No pain. No negativity. The news not
Right.
capturing us being, murdered by the police. Police not being, attacked and downplayed and
How do
Yeah.
you like to be confronted when you're upset?
to my face, to my eyes,
Right.
straight to my face. I'm raw and uncut in a personal space. Let's
Right.
step to the side. Let's get chest to chest. Let's get eye to eye. Let's agree to disagree without, thinking of any type of physical attack. Let's not talk about what you're going to do to me or anything before you even get a chance to talk to me face to face.
That's right. That's
Because
right.
now we can't talk face to face now.
Mhm.
We can't talk to face.
They
So
text.
don't say nothing. Yeah.
Bitches text you nowadays.
Don't say just,
Right.
say whatever it is that you got to say to me.
Cam, in 10 years, how would you like to describe your life?
In 10 years, I hope I can look back and be like, y'all remember when I did this? And like, oh my God, do y'all remember that hot mess?
Right.
Like, I just want to be able to look back and be like, it was worth it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I want to look back and be like, my pain was worth it, my struggle was worth it, my story was worth it, and I'm at a place where it's like I'm happy. Like, I
Right.
just want to be all the way happy. By then, I hope I have my little adopted little African
Yeah.
babies.
Yeah.
Just living life.
Right.
Like, that's all I want to do for real in 10 years. Because I'll be
Straight up.
31 by then. Yeah,
Right.
I'll be doing something
That's
productive.
straight. That's straight. You will.
Well, here on this show, we have a segment what we call "What Are You Wearing?" Yeah, so what we
Oh,
do
shit.
is y'all gotta
wearing
see
shit.
what Cam is wearing.
Go on, Cam.
So
Then.
basically
Let it out,
what we
Cam.
do is
Cam,
our
Cam.
DJ drop that shit,
Yeah.
and we go up here, we get on our microphone, and we tell from top to bottom what are we wearing.
DJ
Oh.
drop that shit.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm wearing
So Tony is
Stadium.
going to be a demonstrator and go first. All right. The DJ is going to put on one of the songs I like. Yes.
Oh, you got to get up.
Yeah. You grab your mic and you tell the world what are you wearing? All right.
See,
So here we go. DJ, crank that shit. Turn his mic on, and Tony's going to go first and be the demonstrator of what are you wearing. We're live in the studio with Cam Yonsei and Mike D'Angelo, Tony T, and Lonnie fucking B. We're ready.
Yeah.
All right, Tony, go ahead now. Let us know what are you wearing. Yes.
oh, we need some Nikki for
Just
this.
go ahead and get the mic. Just go ahead and just tell her what are we wearing. All right, Tony going to tell us what is he got on today. Yeah, go ahead now, Tony.
Oh, you go up there.
Stand right in front of the pictures. I think that's where the camera's set up, though.
Oh, you good? You good?
I don't think that's one of the songs I like.
Hey, Tony.
If my church watching, I just want to say I apologize for my outfit.
Sorry that I'm late. I didn't want to be here. I gotta go to work after this, so this is why I got this on. I got on some Zara jeans and the big G shoes, DC everything. Yeah.
Is
Next
the mic
up, my
on?
brody
Is the
Mike
mic
D'Angelo,
on?
man.
Okay, go ahead. It's no Cam Yonsei is on you. Yeah, go ahead.
You gonna set me
Killer
up?
Cam.
Let me apologize.
Come on,
to
Cam.
my
Go ahead,
church.
Cam. Let them know what are you wearing.
Let me just apologize to my church. This shirt, I got this from Olive Olay, so you can go on their website. It's like $20. I got these from I think H&M, 25. And I got these shoes actually from Shoe City for $35. So ball on the budget always.
That's right. That's right. Yes. And come on, Mike. Let us know what are you wearing.
Hey, what's up with it? We start with the toes, the clothes. There's exclusive Versace's, you know, you gotta go to Rodeo all the way out in Cali or Rodeo somewhere. Exactly, Versace store to get that.
What? What's that, Mike?
The Versace's, baby. Hold on, let
What
me.
shoes you got on?
Come on now. Come on, Lonnie B. You know.
Ooh, he took the shoe off. The
Hey, oh, you wealthy.
Ice, ice,
Did
baby.
you, I bet you ain't walking those, nigga. You wealthy.
He said with a
Versace's gonna
crop.
come back from the motherfucking.
What is these? I gotta be what? These some Levi's or something, man. I don't know what brand. I just grabbed the jeans. Then I got the Versace belt that
Some
goes
Levi's.
with the, you know. I gotta be a boss, so I got on a boss shirt. I always gotta have a local brand on me. I got a You Know Me sports headband on, and I got a lot of love in my heart. You know what's up? Be legendary.
Okay, now while we up there, I want you to go ahead and explain the paintings. Can we turn the music down just a little bit? And when I get back up there, you can blast my idol. Thank you. That's my idol. Woo!
Okay. Michael.
Hey, Lonnie, I do the moonwalk at all my shows.
Okay.
I got footage of them.
So can you explain to us those beautiful paintings that you brought in? Okay.
First and foremost, shout out to DeMont Pender. He's a lot of people know him as Picasso, but he does a beautiful painting. The first one is me in the middle. I got this painted for me live. He does all my paintings live at my Stop the Violence basketball celebrity charity event that I just had not too long ago. These are kids that were murdered in the District of Columbia. Stormaya, the young girl, she was just found in her school dead. Stephen Slaughter hit by a stray bullet. Amir Brooks killed by an off-duty police officer. Jasmine Light hit by a stray bullet. James Anthony Smith. Then you got my niece, Micaiah Wilson, you know, right here. That was also done by DeMont Pender. And, you know, these travel the world with me. They go all across the U.S. with me.
So is Micaiah your real niece, or y'all would just grew up in the same hood?
That's basically my sister. Like, that's my sister.
Right.
That's my sister.
Yeah.
That's her daughter. It's been that way.
Right.
That's my niece. So
Right.
it's our niece.
Right,
You feel
right,
me?
right,
That's
right.
our family. So
Right.
you know,
We
when
all-
she got murdered, she was just playing with my son. They was just now in the shop, you know, playing with that slime stuff. You know how they make slime
make
and all that.
shit, yeah.
You know, they was just now playing and running around the barbershop. And you know,
Those
with my
paintings
sister.
are amazing.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
a
DeMont,
a couple
he
of them.
does.
DeMont is amazing. Shout out to DeMont Pender.
So let's give it up for him and his outfit.
Okay, Lonnie B, come
Oh,
on, dude.
shit.
Okay.
Fuck him up,
Yo,
moonwalk
yo,
on him,
yo,
buddy.
yo. I'm here.
Oh, I knew he was gonna do it.
So yeah. So I got on my man Chris Brown Black Pyramid from top to bottom. No Zara today. Psych. These shoes right here are from Zara. I'm not as wealthy as the man that walked to the moon. I'm not as wealthy as him with the Versace. So these are Zara. This is Black Pyramid from Chris Brown. And that's about it. Woo! Yeah, so there we have it. Today was an amazing show. I had some amazing guests that came on here today. Camionce, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You know I'm going to always have you back. And if you are true fans of this show, The Morning Tea with Lonnie B, you would remember Cam. Okay, Cam actually came on here before he became popular all on social media and stuff. And he told me that on one of his lives, whenever you need me, regardless how big I am, I'm going to always come back to your show.
Always.
Yeah, so he kept his promise. I said, okay, Cam, it's time. He said, let me know when. So thank you so much, Camionce.
Always.
You know I'm rooting for you. I want you to win. I like the decisions that you are making and the mistakes that you say you made and you're learning from.
Yes.
And you are going to be brighter than light, for real.
Yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mike D'Angelo, we commend you. And you know I'm proud to say that I'm from the same city as you.
Straight up.
For real,
We
because
had
you're
that
doing
conversation.
good
That's
things
dope.
regardless of what people say. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? People talk about me, Mike. Who
Yeah.
gives a fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We live for us and we
Yeah.
love those that love us.
Straight up.
And you're doing amazing, amazing job.
Thank you.
And I commend you. Matter of fact, I got his number from Tony.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hit him up one time.
Yeah.
He hit me back like we homeboys. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's how I am.
Yeah,
I
genuine
know it
dude right here. Genuine dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nothing fraudulent at all about this, man.
Not
You
at
can
all.
feel his spirit.
Yeah.
Genuine. You're doing great for the
Thank you.
community,
Thank
man.
you.
I salute anything that you do. And I'm going to try to come out there and protest with you on one of
I
those
ain't gonna
days.
hold you.
Oh,
Let me
yeah, I'm
know.
down
Yeah.
too.
I'ma try to come out 'cause I feel protected.
He don't
I
be-
feel protected.
I was like,
I'm
look, this
going
my
too.
bro. We
Yeah.
gotta get him on this jump.
Yeah. I feel
I think
protected if
we
I go out with
FaceTime when
you.
I was walking, right?
Yeah,
we
FaceTime
was
on the show.
Yeah, we FaceTime when I was walking. Y'all
I
was,
said I'm gonna get him on the show.
Man.
So I'm gonna come out there with you one day because I feel protected. Them guns big as shit.
Oh, look, we
yeah,
gonna-
I feel protected. They get that I can stew. I'm like,
hey,
Mike!
straight up. Hey, Lonnie.
Oh, I was gonna grab my taser.
that'll go viral real
Hey,
fast.
my
Hey, you
man.
hear me? I'll be right behind you.
Yes,
The
but thank
Judy.
y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for joining us today on the Morning Tea with Lonnie B. Remember, if no one loves you, just know that we do. See y'all on this coming Thursday, 11 a.m. right here on One Love Massive Facebook page and YouTube channel. See y'all soon.
Be legendary.
Yes, sir.
It was nice.